Namaste, everybody. Welcome to today's practice. This will be a nice guided flow with minimal cues in order to allow yourself to tune into the body, how the body feels. So take a nice comfortable seat. Feel free to have some blocks nearby to help through this practice, but note they are not essential. If you have cushions, feel free to have them too. This practice will help you wind down, relax, switch off from the day, and tune in to how you feel. So sit comfortably, draw tall through the crown of your head, allow the shoulders to draw away from the ears. Notice the connection between you and the earth. Safe in this space right now. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Allow the breath to wash a wave of calm across the whole body. Inhale and exhale. Now bring the left hand onto the heart center and the right hand onto the belly, and allow the breath to rise each hand, breathing all the way down into the stomach. And on your exhale, allowing the right hand to fall, and then the left. Breathe into the body. Honor how you feel, and honor who you are. Be proud of yourself for getting this far, for everything you've achieved through the hurdles and the tears. You're here, you're on the mat right now. The past is the past. You are now here in the present. You and your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Be proud of who you are. Be proud. Feel it. Sense it. Breathe it. Inhale to fill the body with new life. Exhale to let go of anything that no longer serves. Release the hands. Bring the knees together. Wrap the arms round the legs. Give yourself a big. Repeat the words, I am enough. You hold on to the body. You hold on to who you are. Slowly release the hands down behind the sit bones. Push the feet into the floor and inhale to lift up the hips as high as you can. Allow the head to fall back if it feels comfortable. Take a deep breath in reverse tabletop. On your next exhale, lower the hips in between the hands and roll the back down vertebrae by vertebrae until the head comes to the floor. Slide the feet close to the bum and inhale to lift the hips up high. Bridge pose. Take a deep breath. Option to interlace the hands behind the body and roll on up onto your shoulders. Expand the chest a little bit more. Take a deep breath. Exhale to release the hips down to the floor. Slide the legs out long. Engage the lower abdomen and roll the body up slowly, slowly. As you slide the hands down the legs, come all the way down into a forward fold. Breathe here. On your next inhale, roll the hands back behind the bum as you draw your chest up high. Push the hands into the sky. This time lift the hips with the legs straight if possible. If not, return to your reverse tabletop from earlier. If you're in the full posture, the reverse plank pose, point the toes, allow the head to fall back, open the chest and breathe. Exhale to lower the hips down. Bum in between the hands. Engage the lower abdomen. Roll the whole body down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let's take one more round. Bend the knees, slide the heels towards the hips. Inhale, push the hips up to the sky. Option to take the hands behind the shoulders, be underneath the bum cheeks. Breathe here for 3 deep breaths. On your next exhale, release the hands, slowly lower the hips down to the floor. Slide the feet out long, engage the lower abdomen, and on your inhale, roll yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. This time reach the hands up overhead and exhale to fold forward. Grab a hold of the shins or the toes, whichever is comfortable. Lead with the heart and exhale to fold. Breathe for 3 deep breaths. Slowly roll yourself back up. Stretch up through the fingertips. And exhale, bring the hands down by the side. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Remember the words, I am enough. Hold on to the words and hold on to who you are. Be proud of that person that sits here right now. And breathe. Release the hands, roll the legs round and come up into a tabletop position. Ground down through the hands, close down the eyes, take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to lower the belly. Take the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, arch your spine, push the floor away, tuck the tailbone under. A few more rounds. Notice how the body feels as you tune in to you. Tune into the sensations. Match the rhythm of movement with the rhythm of breath. Union between mind and body. Breath and body. You and body. Come to a moment of stillness, tuck the toes and send the hips up into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet if it feels comfortable. Move through the sensations in the legs, in the hips, in the spine. Allow the gaze to be taken backwards in between the feet. Spread the fingers wide, hips high, long spine. Inhale, draw the right leg up to the sky. And exhale, draw the knee and place it at the right wrist. Slide the left foot back. Come into your pigeon pose. Square off the hips. Try and ensure you're not leaning over onto the right bum cheek. Feel free to place a block to help square off the hips. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and reach tall through the crown of the head. If it's comfortable for you, feel free to walk the hands forward and fold over the right leg. Reach through the fingertips. We'll stay here for about 2 minutes. Continue breathing a deep rhythm of breath. Breathe into the sensation. Breathe into the body and notice what happens. Notice if every breath the muscles start to relax. If you're folded over the right leg, slowly walk the hands back to come up into a seated position. Flop on over onto the right bum cheek and swing the left leg all the way around so the knee becomes stacked over the right. Ground down through both sit bones. So the left heel is on the outside of the right hip and the right heel is on the outside of the left hip. If you're struggling to get the knees stacked on top of one another, feel free to prop yourself up on a cushion or a block to help loosen the muscles of the hips. It does not matter if your knees are together. You can have a big gap in between the knees. Ground down through your sit bones and grow tall through the crown of the head. Option to rest the hands on either foot or bring the hands up overhead. Swing the right arm underneath the left, bringing them onto the hands onto opposite shoulders. To deepen the stretch along the shoulder blades, bring the backs of the palms to touch. The elbows are level with the shoulders and you're pushing the elbows out to feel a nice stretch along the back. To deepen this pose further, wrap the hands fully, touching palm to palm. Breathe in the space. Notice the sensations that are happening around the hips and around the heart. Breathe to expand these places. Open up. Free all the emotions that we store in our hips and open the heart to the possibilities of life. Slowly draw the fingertips to the sky and take a small back bend. And exhale to release the hands, bring them down by the side of the body. Draw the left knee up to the sky and ground down the left foot on the outside of the right knee. Keep the sit bones grounded to the floor. Draw the crown of the head up high and exhale to take your gaze over the left shoulder. Hug the left knee with the right arm. Half fish pose. Inhale to grow tall through the crown of your head. And exhale to release. Relax the body. Relax the face muscles. Relax the shoulders. Inhale to come back to center. Place the hands at either side of the hips. Now here's for something fancy. Take your gaze over the right shoulder and bring your left arm to the right hip. Push into the floor with your feet into your hands and twist over, walking your hands all to the left, and then bring yourself back over and sit down again in the half fish pose on the other side. Now that's a little bit tricky to explain, so if you didn't get there, I'm really sorry. You should now be sat with the right foot on the outside of the left knee. With your left foot, the heel is on the outside of the right hip. Inhale to draw up through the crown of your head. Exhale, take your gaze over the right shoulder. Hug the right knee with the left arm and take your gaze over. Inhale to grow tall through the crown of your head. Exhale to release any tension, anything that no longer serves. Deep breaths. On your next exhale, release back to the front. Bring the right heel to the outside of the left hip. Into cow face pose on the other side, stacking the knees on top of one another. Ground down through the sit bones and notice if this side feels any different to the left. Option to rest the hands on the feet or reach the hands up to the sky. Bring the left arm and wrap it underneath the right. Bring the hands onto the shoulders. Rest here. To intensify the pose, bring the elbows level with the shoulders and lift the backs of the palms to touch, fingers pointing up to the sky. Or go into a full bind to deepen the stretch even more. Elbows level with shoulders, fingertips up to the sky. And breathe. Deep belly breaths. Deep belly breaths. Release the hands and release the right leg all the way around to the right. Stretch it back to the back of the room and then prop yourself up to come into your pigeon pose. Left knee forward. Hips squared off to the front of the mat. Make sure you're not falling over onto the left hip. If you feel like you need some support, place a pillow or a block underneath your left bum cheek. Flex the left foot. Stretch back with the right leg. Inhale to draw up through the crown of your head, and if you want to deepen the pose, feel free to walk the hands forward. Fold the body over the left leg. Continue to breathe deep belly breaths. Allow the breath to relax the muscles, relax the body, and relax the mind. Stay here for just another minute. Tune in to how the body feels. Tune in to you. If you fold it over the left leg, slowly begin to walk the hands to come up into a seated position. Push the hands into the floor, engage the lower abdomen, tuck the left foot and push back into a downward facing dog. Bend the knees generously so they come down to the floor. Bring the toes to touch and send the knees out wide. Sit the hips down onto the heels and stretch through the fingertips. Rest here, your wide-legged child's pose. Breathe. Notice how the body feels. Notice yourself. Notice who you are, breathing in this moment, in this space. I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. Slowly walk the hands towards the knees and roll the body up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Slide the knees together, palms face up. Draw tall through the crown of the head. Notice how the body feels. Notice the quality of the breath. Notice the quality of the mind. And most importantly, notice yourself, here and now, safe. Namaste.